You're watching WXII, your Carolina News Connection. And now, Frank Buckley, Margaret Johnson, Chris Runge with weather, and Dave Thorin with sports. This is Night Watch 12.
Good evening. As victims of Hurricane Hugo in Charleston assess their losses, they face another problem. Outsiders are moving in to rip them off by overcharging them for services.
City officials moved quickly to make this so-called price gouging a crime. Charleston is under martial law. National Guardsmen patrolled the streets. Storm victims wait in long lines for hot meals, fresh water, gas, and other supplies. 75,000 people in the city are homeless. Those with property still standing wait for insurance adjusters to bail them out. Storm victims packed churches looking for solace. Parishioners appeal for donations of food, clothing, and money. Closer to home in Charlotte, tempers flare as storm victims try to cope with their damage. We get more on that from Ron Bryant.
Hey, right here, Paul.
You got what?
Need the receipt.
It's been a madhouse.
Hey, 2 pieces. Just grab 2 pieces. Thank you. Hey, thank you.
$1 a bag, 2 bags per person, and no limit on age or height. The word spread quickly that the Hair and Ice Company had bags to sell, but a few angry customers didn't feel like they had much time to spare.
When people attempt to try to jump in front of other people's, yeah, we've had a few, confrontations, a few arguments, but we're trying to tell everybody to be patient with us.
Patience is requested and also demanded. The National Guard is enforcing good behavior when local ice supplies run short.
For crowd control, just to make sure that everybody stays calm, everybody does what they're supposed to be doing.
I was in this area, I'm in here.
A visit to the Goldens family home can help put the ice shortages in perspective.
Terrifying noise, terrible.
This was Claude and Beverly Golden's second month here in their first home. A tree that Hugo delivered to their kitchen has now brought insurance adjusters to their door.
I'm all right during the day, but when I lay down at night, I keep hearing that tree coming through the house. It's a terrible feeling. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Insurance agents are able to put cash in your hands much faster than they can get a new roof on your home. They're working with contractors who have waiting lists, too.
We'll do what we can to make it as quick as possible, but if someone needs a new roof, it's going to take maybe a few months. But
The thousands of victims of Hugo will tell their personal stories for years to come. Our Vince Scanlon has one such story. He talked to one man who will spend his retirement days rebuilding his destroyed home.
Some Garden City property owners will pass on the memory of Hugo to the highest bidder rather than build themselves. Others have plans for a new house. Some of the pieces here left behind by Hurricane Hugo will never be used again in the rebuilding process. And others just getting to town are wondering what to do next after finding their property hundreds of yards away from their original plot. Hugo began his destruction around midnight, just about the same time Herman Litterker's house floated away. This chapel used to be blocked by Herman's beach house, but that all changed. The whole Litterker family drove from Charlotte Saturday morning to see the damage.
We were driving across the bridge and we looked back at this and Mom said, "There's a house." And I turned around and I said, I didn't believe it.
Inside, the downstairs is a mess. Upstairs, furniture hardly shifted. The family was visibly shaken by what they saw, but found room to joke.
We're having hot dogs for supper.
Outside, the carpenter by trade pondered hauling the house back and patching it up. A challenge the 71-year-old Litterker is seriously considering.
After all, I know what's under it. I know what's in the walls, house braced up. It's bound to be pretty good, or that porch would have fell down.
Yeah.
Back inside, Herman's wife, Susie, suggests getting a burning permit and finishing off the house.
No, yeah, let's have it hauled back over there.
Oh, I wouldn't fix it.
Damn, I would.
No way.
I'll tell you, you'll get it hauled over there, I'll fix it.
Either way, it's going to be costly for this family. Since Herman built the home almost 30 years ago, he's never carried insurance. He's been offered $100,000 for his land, but says he's had too much enjoyment here and caught too many fish to give it up. Vince Scanlon, Night Watch 12, Myrtle Beach.
Some school children in our area will get another day off tomorrow because of damage done by Hugo. No school Monday in Wilkes County. It's an optional workday for teachers. Statesville City Schools won't be in session, but principals and janitors are asked to report. The Rowan-Salisbury School District is closed tomorrow, and no classes in Carroll County, Virginia schools. Surrey County school students report 2 hours late.
Okay, just ahead, a profile of Republican mayoral candidates.
Plus a dramatic conclusion to a tense hostage situation when Night Watch continues.